Hello everyone, so I am filming this video here so you can see the sunflowers and our colorful fence. But anyway, today I was going to share my experience working at McDonald's. And to start off, I will say that, let's say in late May of this year, McDonald's was looking for people, like they were doing job interviews or whatever from like a certain amount of time in the afternoon on like Mondays or whatever. So my mom wanted me to get a summer job and I was like, why not? So I went there for an interview, which basically I just walked over there and I was like, I'm looking into like applying for a job here. And then I guess they got the manager, and the manager sat and talked to me. She just asked me some questions like if I'm willing to work there, and told me they have like mean customers, and they asked if I could deal with that. And so yeah, I was like, I can deal with that. And so basically, she gave me the job or whatever. I had to fill out some paperwork and, fill out like what hours I'd be available, what days, and stuff like that. So I'd go every few days or whatever just to, I guess, see what I had to do. And so they said, like after, I had to get some paperwork, like a work permit or whatever. And then, so they said I had to go to orientation. And orientation, they told me it was at like 8:30 or something, or 8 o'clock, but it didn't start till 9, something like that. So I had to wait there for about half an hour. And another thing that I have to say about orientation was that on the paper they gave me, it said to wear professional attire, but I was pretty much, like let's say there were about 25 people there, maybe only about 5 people were wearing professional attire. And I really don't like getting dressed up in formal clothing, so so yeah, I wish I would have known. I would have just came casual clothing like everyone else, but it's not a big deal. It was only 2 hours, and it's a long time ago, so I'm over it. But yeah, it's not a big deal. But orientation was nice. We just had the people who worked for McDonald's, the company, they were telling us like what to, like they were going through the paperwork with us that we had to fill out and explaining the rules of the company and different things like that. So that was pretty nice. And then they gave us like our uniforms, but we only got a shirt and then an apron. Well, 2 shirts, 1 apron, and then I think just 1 hat. We had to get everything else. We had to get the pants, the belt, and the shoes, but they're not that strict. So I started working maybe a week after that, and I worked probably 5 days a week. And I'm just gonna, like, I'll tell you, I loved my job at McDonald's. It was nice. It was a little hot in the kitchen at first, and I would be really sweaty, but I got used to it over time. I also wanted to mention that at my McDonald's, we don't really like follow all the rules. Like, for example, the rules say no artificial hair color and no beards on men, no facial hair. But the guys had facial hair, and some of the women there and managers, they had artificial hair color, which, so yeah, it's against the rules, but that's fine with me. So, because it's not really a big deal. But yeah, I enjoyed working there. I met a lot of people, and it was nice to see everything. Like I saw where the food comes from. Like basically everything is frozen, and then we have it in the freezers, and then you put it in the fryer. Like I was working on the grill, so I made sandwiches for people, and I would grill the burgers and stuff, and fry the chicken and stuff like that, which was very simple. Like there was a big freezer in the back and a big refrigerator where all of the stuff was stored, and you would get that, and then we had a small freezer in the front by the fryers and the grill, and we would use that and stuff to fry everything, and it was nice. Occasionally things would get pretty busy. Like one time, I've heard that people have ordered like 20 or 30 Big Macs or hamburgers or stuff at one time, but thankfully I never experienced that. I only worked there for about a month, like June, and I never experienced that. The most we got was probably like 5 to 10, probably 10 of one, like a McDouble or something. And thankfully I was not the only one in the kitchen. We had 2 other people working there with us, so that was pretty nice. Yeah, what else do I say? So I'm sort of a healthy eater, so I wasn't really familiar with McDonald's menu, but it was nice because while I was working there, I got to try all these different things, and I could find out how to make something healthier. Like for example, I found out how to do like a vegan burger there. Like you can put on all the vegetables in it and stuff, and it was pretty nice. Uh, so if you're like looking to get a job at McDonald's, it's pretty nice. It's an easy job. Just you got to be willing to do it. It's a job. Like from other videos I've seen about people who applied for a job at McDonald's, a lot of people, like some people liked it, but a lot of people didn't really have good things to say or they were complaining. But you just got to go in there and being willing to work, whatever. Like it's not that hard. It's very easy. A lot of things are there already to help you. Like I really enjoyed how with the grill, like all you had to do is put your burger patties in there, which were frozen, and then you press a button or whatever, and then like you look for the type of burger that you're frying, or I mean grilling. You press that button, and then the grill would go down, and then it's there for 40 seconds. Then it comes back up, and they're cooked, and all you had to do is just flip them and then put the salt and pepper on them. It was very easy, and I like that. Um, but I actually had another job at the same time. I worked I still do work at this vegan place, and it's just a bunch of health food and stuff. Um, so I had two jobs at once. And one thing I wanted to say was that at my McDonald's, like I said, it wasn't available to work on Saturdays and Sundays because that's when I was working at the health food restaurant. But they never told me anything about that. But then I saw I was on the schedule for Saturday and Sunday, and they told me like after I already started working there, the manager that hired me had quit, so that made things kind of complicated. Um, So I was working at McDonald's, and they had me scheduled for Saturday and Sunday, and they told me, like after I started working there, that all employees have to work Saturdays and Sundays. So I told the people at the health food restaurant, and thankfully, they changed the schedule for me because they're really nice and understanding. But the people at McDonald's, they were nice and understanding too. It's just we were kind of confused about stuff, I guess. And I don't really have anything bad to say about the job there. I really liked it, and you should definitely try it if you're interested, but, if you're willing to work 8-hour shifts 5 days a week, because that's kind of what they had me doing. But, it was a nice experience, and for some reason, I think that the people there, like, after I quit, they just don't like me. I don't know, but, yeah, so for that month, I was working two jobs, and every Saturday and Sunday, I would go to McDonald's for 8 hours or whatever from let's say, I think it was 3 to 11 or 3 to 10, something like that. And then in the morning though, I was working at the health food restaurant from maybe 11 to 4 or something. So sorry, that doesn't make sense. I would be working from 9 to 1, and then McDonald's usually 3 or 4 to 10. So I was working 11 or 12 hours sometimes, or 10 hours on Saturdays and Sundays. So, I wanted to see what it was like to have two jobs, so it was pretty nice, but the schedules kept interfering, so I think it's a good thing I quit McDonald's, and now I work more at the health food place, and it's really nice, because I get to make all these delicious foods, and healthy foods, and help people, and it's nice, because, everything I make there is, a masterpiece, or whatever. It's also colorful, and, all the foods, and they taste good, so, anyway, McDonald's is nice, and if you're looking to get a job there, I'm sure you'll be just fine. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. And remember, Jesus loves you, so have a good day.